Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia. If this is your first time tuning in, don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. And so in today's video, we'll be learning two ventilating patterns. I have missed you guys and I hope you guys missed me too. So the first pattern that we'll be discussing or we'll be practicalizing is the vertical, let me just say the vertical pattern, because this pattern is very beginner friendly, very easy to understand. There are so many ventilating patterns, but for this video we'll just be discussing just two. So this pattern I'm using is supposed to, let me just call it the horizontal pattern. This is not the focus of this video. This can just be said, let me just say I'm doing it horizontally, meaning that it's not from up to down. It's supposed to be from up to down. So when you are ventilating and you are ventilating from the top to the bottom, that is simply a vertical pattern. This vertical pattern can be used for closures, can be used for 2x4 closures, can also be used for 4x4, and it's very easy to understand, and practically almost everybody that is ventilating started with this pattern. So this is simply the vertical pattern, and this pattern, it like I said, is beginner friendly, and you can also use it for your closures, but for your frontals and your full lace it's not advisable because it just comes out, it doesn't look natural. It doesn't really give you this very natural look. It just looks nice in the middle part. Let me say you have a 2x6 closure, you open the middle, you can just see the lines in between in the middle part. It just looks neater, especially for just one pattern. It doesn't look nice for frontal or for closure. So you can always do this for your closures. If I want to still make a closure today, this is the pattern I will use, this is the technique I will use. But if I wanted to make a frontal, or if I wanted to make a full lace wig, then I will opt for the second pattern that we're going to talk about in this video. So this is what it looks like. I would definitely, this is my go-to technique for making closures. Like you can see, if this thing was fuller, it would just look nice as a closure because it's just one pattern. The pattern always looks neat. Please, it's looking this way because I didn't count the hairs and I was on nails. I'm not really comfortable on nails, and I changed my ventilating needle, so I was finding it a bit difficult, but I've already gotten the hang of it, so it looks neater if it's just for your closure. Then now we'll be moving on to the second pattern that we'll be talking about today, which is the vertical diagonal. This pattern, like you can see, it's carrying the name of the first one, vertical, which is from up to down. Like you can see, I'm going to ventilate from the top. I'm just going to skip a hole, ventilate the next hole, skip a hole, ventilate the next hole. But what makes this one different from the other pattern is that when I'm going to start the next line, I am definitely not going to be doing it on the same line. Like this previous one, you can see everything is on the same line, like it's just going serially, sequentially. But for the second one that I'm going to do, I'm going to start it in between the two. I don't know how to explain this. I'm also going to make another video that is more like self-explanatory, but it's going to be in between, not just let me say, it's not just going to be like the other vertical pattern. I just hope that when you see the video, you're going to understand what I'm trying to say. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to also talk about other ventilating patterns that you can also use when you are also ventilating. But this is the go-to. Like, I think if I make other patterns in this particular video, it's just going to look so bulky, like it's going to look confusing. Okay, now this is what I was saying. When I'm ventilating now, I'm not ventilating directly on the same line I ventilated the first one. I'm ventilating in between. So that when I pull the hairs, that middle is covered. You can see now. I'm not ventilating exactly. It's just like in between the two. I hope you can see it. I really hope, and I really wish this video was a bit clearer, or very, but it's not Android we dey use sha, it's not that clear, but I really hope that you can see that it's just self-explanatory. So guys, I missed you guys, and guys, I just want you guys to also give me like suggestions of videos you would like me to make, especially on hair ventilation. I would really appreciate it if you would give me suggestions for videos to make, because sometimes I'm just spaced out. Like, I'll be like, some people know about that, but in the meantime, if I get a suggestion from one of you guys, it will definitely make it easier for me to make the video. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like my video, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Something juicy is going to come up on this channel very soon, very very soon. And for those asking, I also offer hair ventilation services to people who are willing, or who need like full lace, frontals, closures, whatever pattern you will need, with braiding hair. Most especially, I'm starting up with braiding hair. So if you think you are if you are not if you think if you are a hair brand or wig brand, and you need someone to ventilate your full lace, your closures for you, I'm your girl. Please don't forget to hit me up. You can chat me up on my WhatsApp. I'm going to pin down my WhatsApp contact in the comment section. And guys, this is what it's looking like. So you can see the difference between the two patterns. This is the pattern 1 and this is the pattern 2. Like I said, the first one we are calling it the vertical pattern, and the second one we are calling it the vertical diagonal pattern. Guys, like, it's easy to ventilate, but ventilating on a pattern is what differentiates you, is what makes your work unique. Like, if you can ventilate on this kind of patterns and be consistent with the numbers of hairs that you are picking, your work is going to be neat. That, like, no one can even argue with you. Your work would definitely stand out, because there are so many ventilators in Nigeria. Like, there are some Facebook groups that I've joined. Like, you will see some people ventilating, like you'll be wondering how what is this? Like, you are packing like 6-7 hairs in a hole, and the next hole you are putting 2 hairs. No. If you want your work to stand out, even if it takes you 3 weeks to do your work, my sister, do your work in 3 weeks. Your customer will always locate you, even if you make that wig and